Facing the starter, flag down, tape back, and they're off and racing. For the Every Race Live on Racing TV Novices Hurdle, it's 2.5 miles, and there are 11 flights of hurdles to jump. And one of the first to show is Balcaelin. Densworth in the dark green and maroon colours, and Carlo de Burle also prominent. That's three of the leading trio as they come to that one. Call Him Now is very circumspect over that one. Towards the back of the field, Solway Primrose is last but one, and right at the rear of the field at the moment is Kicks After Six as they come towards the second flight of hurdles, leading Crop All Over, and indeed they all jumped it safely in a fashion, although driven along already towards the rear of the field is one of the outsiders, Master of the Malt. So it's Densworth that leads as they make this turn to Carlo de Burle, the black cap sitting in second. Maximilian, 2 Carlisle bumper victories on his CV races in third spot. They're then followed by Balcaelin. Harjo, this rather expensive recruit, is racing around about 5th in the blue and green colours. Then right round the outside, Call Him Now, one of the outsiders. Followed then up the inner in the blue and red colours by Wandering West, who's taking the shortest route. Then after that, the yellow sleeves of Get Up Mush, who's just towards the rear of the field at the moment. Hatton's Gardens is very wide on the track. Then Solway Primrose, followed then towards the rear of the field by Master of the Malt. And Kicks After Six is your back marker as they make their way towards the next. Good leap there from Carlo de Burle. Just about drew alongside Densworth there. They're just about stride for stride, though. Balcaelin's in the reds, followed then by Maximilian, the white distinguishing cap. The slightly lighter owners group colours there as well. Harjo tracking the favourite everywhere he goes at the moment. The blue and green colours as they take that one. Followed then towards the outer, the pink cap of Call Him Now. Then towards the inner, the blue and red of Wandering West. And then still in mid-division at the moment, Get Up Mush, who's lobbing along nicely. Then Hatton's Gardens towards the outside, the orange jacket. And Solway Primrose Kicks After Six, and Master of the Malt as they take what will be the last in the circuit's time again. Master of the Malt didn't jump it particularly well, and once again just gets hurried along for a stride or two. So as they make their way past us, 6 flights of hurdles left to jump, a full circuit of the track here at Carlisle to negotiate. And it's Densworth who's out in front. Carlo de Burle racing in second, champion jockey Brian Hughes going the shortest way on Maximilian, right up that rail in third, in a race where they've noticeably slowed the pace as well. Balcaelin round the outer in fourth, followed by Harjo. They're then followed up the inside by Wandering West, and then Get Up Mush, who's still towards the rear of the field. Call Him Now goes 3 wide, has done most of the way round, then Hatton's Gardens, followed then by Master of the Malt, and Solway Primrose is at the back of a still well-grouped up field. So they make the descent. They'll be heading towards the next flight of hurdles in around about a furlong and a half's time. And as they do so, the lead is still in the possession of Densworth by about a length or so, just over. The Carlo de Burle, who's gone quite nicely towards the outer in second. The rather muddied sheepskin noseband now of Maximilian racing in third. Then in fourth spot, Harjo, another one whose colours are getting somewhat darker as they plough through this definite rain-softened ground now. Balcaelin, the red, who's been racing wide, hence the cleaner set of silks. Followed then by Call Him Now as they come towards the next. And over it. Again, they all jump it safely. Though Kicks After Six was a bit awkward. Again, Master of the Malt driven along. So they make their way past their point of departure. 5 flights of hurdles left to jump. We've got a bit of an incline here. And still out in front, Densworth leads by about a length and a half to Carlo de Burle in second. Then Maximilian up the inside in third of Harjo and Balcaelin, who's been prominent throughout. Then Wandering West, followed then by Call Him Now. Hatton's Gardens gets a little bit closer. There, then followed by Get Up Mush, who's been satisfied with a run just in rear of mid-division throughout. Then Master of the Malt, Kicks After Six. And still at the back of the field is Solway Primrose as they continue the ascent and head on down towards the 4th last flight of hurdles. Leader jumped it okay. Not quite so good from Carlo de Burle there in second. Up the inside, Brian Hughes just takes down a pair of goggles there and makes a bit of headway. Round the outside, Balcaelin, who's gone the scenic route but is still travelling well, now moves into probably second place over Carlo de Burle in third, then Maximilian in fourth. Harjo is still very much there in 5th spot. Call Him Now not too far away. Get Up Mush gets a little bit closer as well. Starting to make the turn, heading down towards the final 3 flights of hurdles. And it's Densworth that leads to Carlo de Burle in second. Balcaelin is driven along. Maximilian still travels well and has gone the shortest way. Harjo just being nudged along. Still getting noticeably closer is Get Up Mush. Down towards the 3rd last they go. The leader okay away Densworth. Nice leap from Maximilian, but it is now just nudged along for a stride or two, but then gets back on the bit to Balkaelin racing in third. Get Up Mush is now moving into fourth. The yellow sleeve, still a bit of work to do, but travels okay. Then Harjo and the rest. Down towards the penultimate flight of hurdles they come. Ears pricked. Maximilian is drawn alongside Densworth in second. Get Up Mush is still making really nice progress, though. Moves into second. So it's Maximilian, Get Up Mush. Harjo hasn't given it up either and is staying on pretty well. Down towards the final flight they come. Maximilian with a length advantage. Good leap when he needed it to Get Up Mush, who's trying hard to bridge the gap in second. Harjo is boxing on at the one pace in third. They're inside the final furlong. Maximilian, thus far in his career, has exhibited a real liking for Carlisle and now goes on by a length or two. Harjo is battling hard in second. Maximilian and Harjo as they go to the line. Maximilian the winner. Another one for Brian Hughes. 90 for the season. Harjo in second. Get Up Mush is in third. Balkaelin finishes in fourth.